Hello.
This is what it says on the tin. It's the show where we bring you the weekly rule of the weird as we found on the World Wide Web this week.
Well done.
Yeah, I nearly botched it for a second, but I pulled it back.
What a man.
Thank you. That time someone said it.
Oh no, this sounds like a happy one.
It is. I thought Gaz will love this. Tragic final days of Mum eaten by sausage dogs, Frankie and Millie. The neighbour who first raised the alarm regarding Gemma Hart, who was eaten by her beloved pet dachshunds after she died at home, has spoken about the tragic accident. Apparently dachshunds are fucking vicious bastards.
Oh my god.
Her mum's body was discovered partially eaten by her pet dachshunds as she lay undiscovered in her home for a month. Gemma Hart, 45, was found dead in her home in Swindon, partially eaten by her pups Frankie and Millie on January 29th, 2024, after no one had seen her since Christmas, January 2023. It's just slightly old, but it caught up on news this week and thought it's sufficiently horrifying to feature in weird news.
Yes, it is.
Neighbours alerted police to concerns over Hart and they become worried when they had not seen her walking her dogs or in her garden for about a month. Gemma's body was then discovered by police alongside one of her deceased dogs, while the other was found in a distressed condition. So it had eaten her, killed the other dog, ate a bit, and then they found him.
Well, we don't know if it killed the other one, do we?
I think it's pretty fair to say.
He might have just not fancied eating his mum and just died.
Maybe.
But the other one was just like, I gotta live, man. I'm sorry, Mum. I gotta live. There's nothing else to eat, man.
Oh.
I'm sorry, man. And then the police came in and he's like, I didn't know what to do, man.
Is he a stoner too? The amount of times he said man.
I barked. Nobody came. I was so hungry. I don't judge anyone in this situation. It's just the most awful thing you've ever read to me.
A neighbour identified only as Lorraine was the one who first alerted the police. She said Gemma had mental health problems and was a troubled soul. It was the dogs that caused me to go round there. I knocked on the door because I could hear the dogs barking, but there was no answer. So I tried the key she'd given me, but I couldn't unlock the door because there was a key on the inside of the lock. I went home and ummed and ahed. And so I thought, I'll ask the police to make a welfare check, and that's when they found her. Lorraine, 66, also told Mail Online how Gemma intended to breed her dogs and sell the puppies. While claiming that one of the animals was aggressive, Gemma told me she was going to breed her dachshunds and sell the pups. The brown one, Millie, was still a puppy, was a lovely dog. The black one, Frankie, was vicious. He didn't like people or other dogs. I'm going to guess that Frankie's the one that survived.
One that ate his mum. She's a pretty lady too. Ah, gosh.
Shocking. This is even more shocking actually than the actual thing. She'd been alone for under a decade and was known to the E1 on Wiltshire mental health team, but she'd not been in touch with them for some time, and she did take her own life. So that's the more horrifying part of this. Is you know, someone young decides to do that.
Yes,
it's a sad state of affairs across the Western world, not just Britain. At the end of the day.
Could we please do the next one?
Yeah. I doubt anyone's still listening now at all, I really doubt anybody's listening, to be honest.
You know, well, so, the next one's a doozy as well.
Oh, man.
Model found with broken spine after porta potty party fell from height. Cops claim.
A porta potty party?
Have you heard of it, Gaz?
Another reason not to go to Dubai. Basically, these rich fuckers.
Does seem that way, doesn't it?
Maria Kovalchuk was found dumped on the side of the road after attending a porta potty party and a hotel in Dubai, but police now believe she suffered the injuries after she fell from height.
Just dumped at the side of the road.
Ukrainian adult star Maria Kovalchuk made her way to a porta potty event where participants being paid large sums of money to perform disgusting and sexual acts.
Well, hang on, so this is going on in Dubai and we're billionaires?
In the hotel rooms and that, they have them on leads, get them to... They just do the worst things you can imagine doing to a woman, and they're paying very large sums to be able to do it.
Revolting acts that involves human feces and bizarre fetishes.
And the woman's getting paid too, but not expected to be thrown out of a fucking hotel room window.
Yeah.
Alarm bells rang for the 20-year-old's family and friends when she did not return their calls, with some fearing that she could have fallen into the world of sex slavery. But on March the 19th, a bloodied and battered Maria was found alive, dumped at a roadside, 10 days after she first went missing. She remains in a critical condition in hospital, unable to communicate.
And I doubt she ever will. Fuck knows what she went through, Jesus.
An investigation has now found that she sustained serious injuries after she entered a restricted construction site alone and fell from height.
God.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because why would they dump her body?
I want to throw a... Yeah.
Bullshit. The police are paid. Everyone's paid. Like, that's the story they're coming out with. It's no fucking way. She wouldn't leave the party having been done all that to her and paid a lot of money and then think, oh, I'm just going to go to a building site and
jump off the top.
No, she was...
No, I don't believe that for a second.
Neither do I.
And of course, she's fled Ukraine from the war. Ended up in that debauched world.
20 years old. But yet, if you touch somebody's butt on the beach, I mean, who are these billionaires paying for this? Is it the local, I bet...
I reckon it is, mate. It's a bit of both, isn't it?
Some of them will be the guys who are, enforcing all that.
Of course it will.
Fucked up.
Do you remember that story we had where the Hungarian envoy to the EU was, like, famously anti-homophobic and then got found escaping a 30-man orgy.
It happens all the
They're
time.
all fucking hypocrites. All of these people who are against all this shit are hypocrites.
There's an old saying, the bigger the front, the bigger the back.
Exactly. And when you point at somebody, you're pointing 3 fingers back at yourself.
All right, you hippie.
Just saying. It's true though, isn't it?
Sometimes, but not always. Like, if you catch someone noncing...
Oh yeah.
You haven't got to point with all your fingers, have you?
No, you haven't. I'm just if you're having a more of a philosophical discussion.
I know. I'm being facetious, but just trying to get away from this horrific Why?
Just you escape the war. And
This is just what's in the news, isn't it?
and this is the point, isn't it? All this fucking horrible shit in the news. Remember when news was happy?
Where's all the aliens?
Remember when the news was never happy? We used to have a happy segment on the end of Midlands Today, that was about it.
Yeah, but it must have been better, mustn't it?
Finally.
Yeah.
Finally, Spongo the dog.
Spongo the dog?
It's a Dalmatian.
You Spongo.
It's a Dalmatian. They've all got names like Pongo.
Spongo.
It's a Dalmatian.
Pongo, Spongo, Mongo.
Gaz, it's a Dalmatian that got the record for doing the agility tests.
This is my dog,
There you
Mongo.
go.
We call him Mong for short. Mong. Mongy. Mongo.
You call him Mon, wouldn't you? Let's face it. Go on, Mon. You ain't calling him Mong, are you? Let's face it, fucking hell.
Oh, God.
Not shouting that out across the fucking streets. Mind you, dog park. Come on then.
Mong. You can't shout Mong. It's
Exactly. You
voice.
call it. You wouldn't call it in the first place, would you?
I would.
You call your dog Maximus Decimus Iridius instead.
Should we do the next one and hope to fucking God? There's
I
no
don't
dead
think
women
this
in
is
it.
going to be any better in all fairness. This might be the most depressing
Yeah.
weird news you've ever had.
Why?
all I could find. Depressing shit.
And finally, it's not a dog surfing.
God damn.
It's not a cat dressed as Barbara Windsor.
It's not a bulldog skateboarding.
There's not a Dalmatian called Spongo.
Spongo.
Spongo the Mongo. Rescue helicopter crashes as devastating fire rips through South Korea.
That's a shitter.
The helicopter was deployed to try and contain some of the South Korea's most devastating wildfires that have already destroyed more than 200 structures when it crashed.
I didn't know anything about these wildfires, did you?
Me neither, no.
No. California's gone all quiet.
Well, it's not a sexy country, is it? They don't, A helicopter has crashed amid South Korea's most devastating wildfires, which have killed at least 18 people. The chopper was deployed by authorities to contain the blazes, some of the country's worst ever wildfires. However, the Korea Forest Service confirmed the helicopter lost control and has crashed in Useong at around 2 p.m. local time, which is 5 a.m. our time.
Shitter, innit? The rescue helicopter goes down.
I wouldn't be happy. If I'm one of them 18, if I'm one of the guys trapped. Like, oh, the rescue helicopter's here. What do you mean you're crashing?
Oh, God. But then if it crashed, though, and didn't... Let's say by some miracle it crashes and you don't all die on impact. You're surrounded by the worst wildfires they've ever had. Ah, fuck. So you're then lying there.
Out of the frying pan into the fire.
Yeah, you're upside down. You're stuck in your bed upside down just as the fire rages around. You're like, I was just trying to help.
Yeah.
Thought I was a good person. It's not... I don't want to go out like that.
Horrific.
The president's got a fucking great name, though, hasn't he?
As I feel bits of my own body dripping onto my own face as I lay upside down in the wreckage of a helicopter surrounded by wildfires.
That was meant to save you.
I need a hero. Oh, fuck.
Oh,
I need another hero.
I'd so be playing I Need a Hero as I came in on a rescue chopper.
Yeah, but then as it goes... I admit, if you're actually going to rescue some people,
if
that'd
it all
probably be
goes to
badass.
plan,
That'd be
great.
badass, yeah.
Yeah, you come in...
Do. Yeah, it'd be absolute badass. The song's great, but... fuck. Well, President... I've just said his name.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Grow up, everyone. South Korea's acting president. What happened to the real one? Is he dead in the fire? Right, he's the acting president, Han Duck-soo, who's cousin of Han Solo. Han Duck-soo. Duck-soo too. Said the wildfires that began last Friday were causing worse damage than many other past wildfires.
Well, so you know he's only the acting president.
Yeah. Oh, I want to know what happened to the real one. Was he on the helicopter?
No, maybe he's on holiday.
Mr. Duck-soo said, damages are snowballing. There are concerns that we'll have wildfire damages that we've never ever experienced, so we have to concentrate all our capabilities to put out the wildfires in the rest of this week.
He's a brainiac, isn't he? Stating
Well
the
done.
bleeding obvious.
Yeah.
Nice one, mate. It's unclear how many people were travelling in the helicopter today. At least 18 people have died and 20 injured as South Korea battled some of the most destructive wildfires in its history.
That's got to be a pretty big helicopter.
No, I don't think there were 18 people on the helicopter.
At least,
Ben.
no.
18 people have died
Yeah,
in
and
the fire.
20 injured. Oh,
In the
so,
fires.
no, in the fires, sorry.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a giant...
I thought it was in Chinook for a second.
No. Well, 17,400 hectares, which is 43,000 acres, have burnt, destroying hundreds of structures, including a 1,300-year-old Buddhist temple.
That's a shitter.
Over 20,000 people have been evacuated from cities and towns, including Andong and those other ones.
I love it when you do that.
I'm not even
Get out the other ones, yeah.
I'm not even going to try. Well,
That concludes the depressing news this week.
Christ.
everybody's dead, Dave.
Yeah, everybody's dead. Oh, man. You know, I didn't know it was going to be that. Mike only asked me for one item when it was this week. If I'd known it was going to be that bad, I'd pick something slightly more light-hearted.
Well, we've learned
I just
that
thought I'd go for the shock value and give it to you, but it turned out that
Well,
everything was shock value this
don't-
week. And
that was all that was out there, I'm afraid. You can only
we've learned something now. Don't have a dash hound. Don't get on a helicopter, and don't go to a porta potty party in Dubai.
No.
Don't go to Dubai ever.
No.
Oh, God, I stayed in Ukraine. Shit, Jesus and Christ. So, yeah, fuck. Let's wrap it up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Ben, I guess that's reason. Don't go to a porta potty party. Don't have dash hounds, don't you vicious little bastard. Get yourself a Rottweiler. Yeah. Do me a favour, don't do it cool, eh?
I've been Mike, thanks for listening. Peace out, and the force be with you.
And the guys, I've lost all hope. Goodbye.